My biggest insecurity as a kid growing up was the fact that I was incredibly skinny. Right? I could literally fit my entire like hand around my wrist. I was that skinny, bro. Honestly, it was. And it got to a point where, you know, I decided, you know, I don't want to be this kind of kid anymore. I'm gonna start going to the gym. And that's when I got into, you know, self-improvement, started watching videos on it, how to gain muscle. And I remember at the time, because I probably started going gym when I started working out probably when I was about 15. And it started with me just buying like 2 dumbbells and just like using it in my room, doing bicep curls, just doing random shit. You know, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. And then I kind of started researching into it and all that stuff. And effectively, once you've rinsed your noob gains, you know, like when you first start working out and you get a little bit of progress, but it's not a lot, but you're kind of happy because you're like, oh, my day's like, you know, I've built some muscle for the first time. And I was kind of happy about that. And then once I'd rinsed my noob gains, I remember I didn't make any progress in the gym probably for about 2-3 years. And I was seeing people as the years were going by, like getting into the gym as well. Like my friends were getting into the gym, people I know were getting into the gym. And I was seeing them like within the space of almost like a few months growing muscle and getting bigger and stronger. And I was still stuck as this like skinny kid for some reason. And I was like, I've been going to the gym for so much longer than these guys, and they're getting into the gym, and within like 6 months they're already bigger than me. And I was so like, honestly, bro, it got me so down, and I was so insecure about it. And I thought to myself, you know, I just must be cursed, you know, it must be genetic, or, you know, coming up with all these excuses. And it wasn't that really. It was more for the fact that I just didn't have the knowledge. I didn't understand the things I understand today, which allow me to grow the physique that I have grown. And if you have a look on my Instagram, I think the most recent picture I posted was me and my current physique now. And you can see that I've made so much progress. Like I've got a good physique. I've built so much muscle. I'm lean. You know, I look good, and I'm really happy and proud of the physique that I have built. And, you know, I'm also happy that I can teach this to you guys as well, because I know there are some guys who are in a similar position that I was in, where, you know, you could be going to the gym for years, you know, 5 years, 10 years, whatever, and you still haven't made any progress. And it's purely because you just don't have the knowledge. You don't understand the things that I understand, and the things that I know have led me to this point now where I've built the physique that I've built. And obviously, yeah, if I'd have known that information back then, I'd have made so much more progress. I'd have built the physique in like 1 year, you know. But that's just the way life goes, you know. We have to take time to learn and grow and fail, and that's how you get better, and that's how you eventually get to the point where you want to be. You know, we're all different, okay? So I'm going to basically teach you exactly what I know and the things that I did in order to build the physique that I built to the physique I've got now, from the point where I was so skinny, you know, like the skinniest kid going, to all the barriers and all the stuff that kind of knocked me back. The journey I've been on has led me to where I am now, and I'm going to teach you boys that, okay? So the first thing you need to understand about fitness and growing muscle and being in the gym and working out is you have to completely flip your mindset on it, because a lot of guys go into the gym and they want to start building a physique, and they're thinking, right, I'm going to set this 12-month period, and in 12 months time I want to have built this physique, and I want to have lost weight, and I want to have built muscle, or whatever it might be, whatever your fitness goal is. And they set this like time goal, this time frame of, you know, how long they want to achieve this goal in, and they want to kind of do it quickly and stuff. And the reason this is such a really, I don't know, this is like a wrong mindset to go about, is the fact that whilst you've got a goal in mind, you're kind of obsessing over the results again. And this is what a lot of people do with every single goal and thing they want to achieve in life, is they're fixated on the results, and therefore they're not going to enjoy the process as much. Now, if you're effectively going, right, I want to achieve this in 12 months time, and it gets to like, you know, a few months in, or you're even 6 months in, and you're like, you know, you're kind of not making any progress, and then you start doubting yourself and you start wanting to give up. This is the wrong mindset, because when you do this and you set this time frame and you set it, you know, oh, I want to build muscle, or I want to lose weight in this amount of time, you're basically just screwing yourself over, because you come with all these mental barriers and doubts, and you don't want to do that. You want to see fitness and you want to see working out and going to the gym as a whole as a lifestyle, okay? See it as something you want to grow over your life, you know? Because the thing is, bro, building like that top 1% physique that you probably want takes like 5, 10, 15 years to do, okay? And depending on who you are, you know, everyone's different. We all learn at quicker rates. We all succeed at quicker rates. You know, everybody is different. So stop like almost, you know, and again, stop comparing yourself to other people, because this is something I did a lot. Like I mentioned in the story I just told you, I was basically comparing myself to people I knew and people that were my friends, and seeing them get these results and build muscle and all this other stuff and get seriously good results at the gym in such a quick amount of time. And then you've got me still kind of like at the bottom and not knowing what to do, and I'm still skinny and I'm not making any progress. And that's where, you know, the doubt comes in. It's like, should I just give up? And you start getting in your head about it. So Stop comparing yourself to other people and start seeing fitness as a lifestyle. See it as something that you just do. It's a part of you, okay? And you do it every single day. And therefore, when you do that, when you have that mindset towards fitness, you're not going to be going to the gym like, right, another session, you know, another session down. I've got 6 months to go and, you know, I've got to really push it and stuff. Yeah, you've got to push yourself, of course. I'm not saying don't push yourself. You should absolutely push yourself when you're in the gym as hard as you can. But see it as a lifestyle, okay? Because when you see it as a lifestyle and it's just simply something you do rather than something you have to achieve, if that makes sense, you're going to enjoy it so much more. And remember, it's the process that gets you the results, okay? So you have to enjoy the process in order to get the most out of it, in order to optimize the process, you know? The things you do is what leads you to having the physique, okay? It's, you know, action, consequence, that kind of thing. The law of cause and effect. The action that you take leads to the results and the consequences that you receive. So you need to make sure that you're enjoying the process as much as you can, because whilst you're enjoying the process, you're going to get more results from the process, okay? So when you're enjoying the gym, you're going to put more effort in, you're going to be more energetic, you're going to be more motivated. And I'm not saying that you should only go to the gym when you're motivated. You should basically be relying on discipline. Discipline should be what gets you through the tough sessions. You know, you're not going to want to go to the gym every single day, are you? You're not going to. Sometimes you're going to feel shit. Sometimes you're going to feel tired. That is what it is. But if it's a part of your lifestyle, it becomes something of like, right, well, I just need to go because it's just something I do. You just go anyway. You go without thinking about it. It's like brushing your teeth or something, you know? Like you don't think about doing it. You just do it. That's how the gym has to be. It has to be a part of you. It has to be a part of your lifestyle so that you enjoy the process a lot more and you just start seeing more results out of it and stop being fixated on a certain time frame that you have to achieve this goal in and stop being fixated on the results. Just think, right, this is a process. This is a journey and I'm going to enjoy every moment of it. And I'm going to learn. I'm going to get better. I'm going to fail throughout it and just embrace everything that happens on this journey, okay? That's how you should see life in general, okay? Not just the gym, but everything that you do should be seen as a journey and you just need to enjoy every aspect of it, okay? So that's the first point I want to make, and that's probably one of the most important points because that's the thing that a lot of people get wrong, you know, I've got to get it in this time frame. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, and this is something that I actually learned only recently, was stop using like calorie counters and workout programs and stuff like that, okay? I actually made the first ever course that I ever released basically to sell to my audience when I first started my channel was like a body course. It was like basically a body transformation course, and I basically made this point in the course, but I explained it in such a shit way. Bro, it was like it was shit. It was a shit course. I don't actually advertise it no more because it just wasn't the quality that I want it to be. But you know, that was just me basically wanting to just put something out there when I first started my YouTube channel. But I can explain it a little bit more. I can explain it better now. When you use calorie counters and workout programs and stuff like that, it's again that thing of you don't enjoy the process as much. You don't enjoy going to the gym as much because you're kind of like stressing so much about, oh, you know, I've got to make sure I hit my calories and I've got to make sure that I stick to this workout program and stuff like that. The thing is, bro, I started making so much more progress in the gym when I stopped having like a specific workout program that I needed to follow. When I instead just went to the gym and did exactly what I wanted to do. I basically just did what I wanted to do on that day. So if I was doing a push day, you know, I knew you have in mind, you know, what workout you're going to do, whether it's push, pull, legs, upper body, low, you know, whatever split you're on. You have that in your mind, but then you think, right, what do I want to do today? You know, what exercises do I want to do? What do I feel like doing? This is the only time I will ever say to you, you know, oh, you know, do what you feel like doing, okay? Because a lot of other people say, oh, no, you shouldn't do what you feel like doing. You should do what you have to do. But when it comes to the gym, honestly, bro, the best thing you can do for yourself is do everything you can to make sure that you're enjoying it as much as possible. So go to the gym and just do what you want to do, bro. Yeah, if you feel, you know, motivated to go and do fucking bench press, but you don't want to do, fucking chest flies, go and do bench press, bro, okay? Go and do that and go and push yourself and go and train hard on it. And you'll find that you'll make more progress in the gym because you're actually putting more effort into the gym because you're enjoying the things that you're doing. You're doing kind of what you want to do. It's that thing again, if you're making the process more enjoyable, you're making going to the gym more enjoyable. So you're going to get more results out of it. As simple as that. You're going to put more effort in. You're going to just excrete more results because by going to the gym and not having a set workout program and not having something to follow, it kind of gets boring and you kind of become a little bit, and again, I don't want to sit there and say, oh, you should only rely on motivation, but you do become in this mindset where you kind of don't want to go to the gym. And again, when it's a lifestyle, you want to be enjoying going to the gym. You want to, you know, have days where you're like, yeah, I actually want to go to the gym. I actually want to do this. Obviously, yeah, that's not always going to happen. You're going to have days where, regardless of what you're doing, you're just not going to feel like going to the gym. And that's where your discipline comes in. That's where you have to think, right, well, it's part of my lifestyle. It's part of who I am. I still need to go. No matter how I feel, I need to go to the gym, okay? That's where your discipline should come in. But there's nothing wrong with doing everything you can to allow yourself to want to go to the gym and allow yourself to be motivated to go to the gym. So if you can do that, bro, just do that, okay? So go to the gym and just do whatever exercises you feel like doing them. Do them to the best of your ability. Push yourself hard. This is my next point, okay? I might as well just make it in this point, is that just train fucking hard, bro. Stop with this, like, again, and this is what workout programs will do. They'll be like, yeah, you know, certain amount of sets and reps. I stopped doing that a long time ago, bro. And trust me, what I do now is I legit train every single set to complete and utter failure, okay? I'm literally there, like, pushing out. Even when I've hit failure, yeah, and I'm like, I'll put the weight down and I'll try again. I'll just go to complete and utter failure, like, where it just, like, it's excruciatingly painful. And that's just the way you build muscle, bro. That's how you make muscle. You have to break it down as much as you can so that you then go and basically build it back up and it goes back bigger and stronger. That's how muscle grows, isn't it? You break it down, it grows back bigger and stronger. That's just the basics of it. But to do that to the best of your ability, to do that to the most optimum point, you have to break it down as much as possible. So you have to stop with this, like, oh yeah, it hurts a little bit, so I'm gonna just stop there and I'm gonna do, you know, 8 reps is okay. But if you've got more in the tank, you've left some reps there, you're not gonna have broken down the muscle as much as you possibly can. So therefore you're not gonna get the most results, okay? So simply fuck off calorie counters and fucking workout programs, because what calorie counters are doing is, if you're stressing about what you're eating, you're then going to be like, oh, you know, fuck, I ate a chocolate bar, so now you're stressing about it, and all the shit hormones that get released when you're stressing is actually going to stop you from building muscle, because it basically, effectively, what stress does is it affects your physical health, okay? And when your physical health is not optimum, you can't actually build muscle, okay? It prevents you from building muscle to a certain extent, or at least it prevents you from building muscle to the optimum point that you possibly could. When you're not stressed and you're in a state of relaxation and you're not stressing about stuff, your body's more healthy, therefore your body can build muscle, okay? That's simply how it works. Now, there's a lot more of a scientific explanation that I could go into, but obviously I don't want to make it too complicated in this video. So stop stressing about the calories you're eating. Obviously, yeah, as a basic premise is you want to eat healthy food. You want to eat enough food so that you're obviously building muscle. You want to make sure that you're eating like plenty of protein. As a basic premise, just stick to that, okay? And then train fucking hard at the gym, okay? Train fucking hard. Go to failure on every set, okay? Build that fucking, get that burn in your muscle when you're actually doing the rep. And I'm gonna get fitness gurus coming at me, aren't I? Saying, oh yeah, you know, you should, you're shit, you're giving shit advice, you know, you need to use sets and reps and stuff like that. And all right, whatever, you know, that's fine. But I'm telling you from my experience, these are the things that I did. So from when I started doing these things, I started making so much more progress in the gym. Okay, so stop fucking flies everywhere, bro. Relying on workout programs, go to the gym, fuck off workout programs and do exactly what you want to do, okay? Get a split, whether it's push, pull, legs, and then go to the gym and do whatever the fuck you want to do. Do the exercise that you want to do, that you feel like doing, okay? And do it to the best of your ability. Push hard, you know, fucking go to failure on every single set. Make sure you're feeling that burn, that excruciatingly painful burn. And then trust me, you are going to see results. Eating plenty of protein, getting your sleep, all right? I promise you, you will see results if you stick to what I'm telling you, okay? Now, obviously, I can't explain everything possible in this video, which is why obviously we have a one-to-one coaching program dedicated to fitness and building muscle and losing weight and everything to do with fitness, all right? So if you're interested in that, then I'll leave a link to my one-to-one coaching application in the description of this video. You can also message me on Instagram. I don't mind either one. But effectively, if you want to just book a coaching call with me, then with me and my team, we will effectively break down the entire process of whatever you need to do obviously in terms of what your specific goals are. So whether it's losing weight, building muscle, we have an exact protocol for those goals, okay? So we'll basically just break it down for you. We'll explain it step by step. You just have to literally sit there, listen, take notes, and then take action. That is effectively all it is, and you will see results, okay? Guaranteed. Go on my Instagram and check the results that we've had from clients, okay? It is fucking foolproof. We know what we're talking about. This is serious shit. This is not some bullshit that I'm selling you, okay? This is serious professional stuff, all right? And we want to make sure that you guys achieve the best results that you possibly can. We want to get you boys to the points that you want to be, okay? Because I've been through the trial and error. I've been through all the fucking trials and tribulations to get to the point where I'm now, where I have the knowledge that I have to give you boys, okay? So take the opportunity whilst you can. I hope that was helpful for you boys. Keep fucking pushing, keep going, and I'll see you in the next one.